Sky Covington, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. WJZZ Cool TV. Excuse me. The coolest station in the world. All right, so we have a great show planned for you today, and I'm so excited. All right, peace to everyone. Again, you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour, and we are so excited about having all of this goodness that we're going to do today. So, I have the beautiful Aduni. Oh, look at you. Hello, Queen Sister.
Hello.
Queen Sister, mentor,
Friend. Partner.
Workmate,
Confidant.
jazz mate. Yeah, because we are jazz mates because
Yeah.
we share a band, the
Yeah.
Yabella Soul Band.
Yeah.
Outside of okay, so let me tell you, we are about to have a wonderful time. So are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, so you'll be looking there and I'll be looking there, but then we'll cross paths. And we have the beautiful Erica Owens of Frugal and the Fly coming, and she's going to call in as well. So, again, we have the beautiful Aduni. But since Aduni is just going to hang out with us for a little bit, we're going to get into some jazz conversation.
Yeah.
We're going to learn. And I was just telling my mother today that how much I love the Preservation of Jazz Hour because it's like a jazz college for me.
Yeah.
It forces me to do homework and learn, and it's forcing me to come out of the a bit of conversation shyness. Like we're superheroes on stage, but then we have these beautiful, inadequate, I don't want to call it that, but these very unique things that people might not recognize us to be in kind of human. On stage we're not that human.
Here we go into character.
We go into our super self.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the joy of performing. That's the lure,
Mm-hmm.
is our super selves. But then we have to, off the stage, we have to deal with ourselves, and some escape to just being the super selves all the time, and then some, like myself and like you, we have a lot of other things to do, like save the world, save some souls,
Yeah.
be wives, and all of these things.
Mommies, grandmas.
Yes. So this gives me an opportunity to study and learn about the culture of jazz.
Yes.
So usually what I do, I go online and I pick people that I've never seen or heard of before, and I run to the library because my printer is out. And today I picked Randolph Denard Ornette Coleman.
Oh.
Have you
yeah.
heard of him?
Ornette Coleman?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, tell me.
I mean, I don't know a lot about him
Okay.
as far as him, but Phil, he loves Ornette Coleman.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's the when he started with Miles Davis, Ornette Coleman, and all of them. That music is so advanced, and you have to have or gain or develop an ear for Ornette Coleman, because he mixes everything in there, and including, as Philip calls it, having space, leaving that space to do all the things that you want to do, you and the band. So yeah, Ornette Coleman, you got to be pretty deep to get into him.
Yeah, well, we're going to get a little bit into him. And I see one of my favorite people in life in this world is Earth. Hey, Tishka.
Hey, Tish.
Hey. And hey, you, Detroit, Metro Detroit, and all over the world. We know that a lot of our people, a lot of our musicians, a lot of our engineers, a lot of our music society is struggling. Our prayers go out to you, our Haitian brothers and sisters, and all over the world.
Yeah.
It's actually happening all over the world. The world is on fire. The world is drowning, and so we are grateful to be a part of this side of the thing, so we can heal and
Help others heal.
and help others heal.
Mm-hmm.
So March 9th, 1930, and June 11, 2015 was an American jazz saxophonist, violinist, trumpeter, and composer known as the principal founder of the free jazz genre, a term derived from his 1960 album, Free Jazz,
Mm-hmm.
a collective improvisation.
Mm-hmm. Right.
His pioneering performances often abandoned the chordal and harmony-based structure found in bebop, instead emphasizing a jarring and avant-garde approach to improvisation. Born in Fort Worth, Texas, Coleman began his musical career playing in local R&B and bebop groups, and eventually formed his own group in Los Angeles featuring members such as Ed Blackwell, Don Cherry, Charlie Hayden, and Billy Higgins. All right. In 1959, he released the controversial album, The Shape of Jazz to Come, and began a long residency at Five Spot Jazz Club in New York City. His 1960 album, Free Jazz, will profoundly influence the direction of jazz in that decade, bringing in the mid-1990s. Beginning in the mid-1990s, Coleman formed the group Primetime and explored funk and his concept of harmonic music. All right. So I think it's only appropriate for us to open up with a little of, let's see, Ornette Coleman. All right. So let's go to, oh, he is deep. He kind of looks like Phil. Oh my goodness. Look. Oh, I can't even show you the picture. Oh, he kind of looks like Phil. Sheila, you got to look at this picture. Come over here for a second.
I was going to just text, because,
Look at that. Looks like Phil. A little bit, huh? With a mustache.
I was going to have him to call, because he could talk about him like he could talk about me.
I'm telling you, we're trying to get, so, yes, I am calling Sheila. I am calling Aduni Sheila, because she also goes by Sheila Hale, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're going to play a little. We're going to play this, because Hug Detroit Day is coming. We're going to play Skies of America. 313-355-6018. Oh, that's deep. Oh, that's deep. Oh, the London Symphony Orchestra conducted. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is not definitely not the one. That was the orchestra. Give that thing giving tribute. Giving tribute to him. Okay, here we go. Let's try just rambling. Because that's how I feel like. All right. There we go. Ah. Okay. Go ahead, go ahead. Wow, that sounds like a little like Charlie Parker. Ah. So it's never available. All right. That's here. All right. So what you're listening to what we're listening to right now is Randolph Denard Ornette Coleman. No, you could call him too. No, you could just call him and put him on speakerphone. You always do that. All right. So let's go. So you know how we do it. We won't play the whole song because we have to give you homework. We don't want to just give all the stuff away. We want you to definitely go and check Randolph Denard Ornette. Check him out, everyone. Check him out. All right, so we're gonna get right to it. Excuse me. So one thing I do want to tell all my singers that for the next few years, 2 years at least, we have to bring our own microphones to the stage.
Yeah.
You know, it's imperative that we do that because which it wasn't. It was just I slept under the air conditioner earlier today, but I got real paranoid. Like, I'm like, what if? What if?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What if?
Yeah.
And we have to kind of look at life that way. So I do want to say to all our jazz cats, horn players and all that, we need to start bringing your going to I get mine from a company, one of the companies. Anyway, I'll just give me a call. Give me a call and I'll make sure that I'll 248-383-3385 later on, and I'll let you know what company I get the little hats from.
Yeah.
Because you can get like 500 of them really inexpensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, we make sure we do that. So ladies,
I have Phil that he really he knows Ornette Coleman like he knows me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'd
this
be
is
able
exciting.
To share some stuff about Ornette Coleman.
Yeah, this is exciting because when I saw him, I was like, okay. So I just go window shopping on the web.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot, but then I don't know anything about, so I'm learning so much about
you want me to put him on
these
speaker?
Musicians? Yeah.
Or?
Yep.
Hey, babe.
I'm on speaker. Hey.
You are here with me and Sky, and she brought up her study was Ornette Coleman.
Yes.
And I know you know everything about Ornette Coleman.
Oh, man. That's great to hear because Ornette gets nowhere near the kind of credit he should get, and his music is so organic as jazz. He's influenced a lot of people. He's influenced Miles and Tony Williams and Herbie Hancock. Those guys are Wayne Shorter. He's I think he even taught John Coltrane for like a year. They got together, studied together, and on the similar said after that year they studied, Train left him some money. The next thing he recorded was "A Love Supreme," so that's an iconic jazz album.
Yeah, you got Love Supreme.
John Coltrane. Everybody knows John Coltrane.
Yeah.
Not so many people know Ornette Coleman.
Yeah, when I was telling, and ladies and gentlemen, jazz lovers, jazz cats, kitties, kings and queens, we have I call him the guru of jazz. It's been several times in this lifespan that Philharmonic Hale has set and just enlightened me on new music, on better ways to handle situations. He refuses to let me, like, don't play the victim. He was like, you are Sky Covington. And he just gives us he just gives us all of this. He gives us all of this energy. So we have the famous Philharmonic Hale online here. And Phil, we really want to enjoy you because we have a few venues happening. Social media's happen. Can you call us on the line?
Tell me I don't know what the number is.
Okay,
I texted to you.
313.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's have that conversation.
Okay, babe. Bye.
Okay. So we and it's so funny that we chose this because Aduni. Let's talk about Aduni.
Aduni.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my ancestral name. It was given to me through Sherry Scott.
Okay.
Sherry Scott, and who is Sherry Scott? She's the original vocalist with Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were on the phone, and the ancestors just told her right then, tell her name is Aduni, and
That's
Aduni
amazing.
means something sweet to have. So
Ooh.
that's a powerful name to carry all the time. My sweetness has to come before me, go before me, meet you, and then I follow behind it, right? So, but in that, I play the tambourine.
Yes.
I'm known as kind of like the Tambourine Queen.
The Tambourine Queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I tried the congas and stuff, and I also braid hair, and I was like, oh no, you are not going to destroy these hands.
Man, you chose.
They really
you.
have to hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's funny is that I've played tambourine all my life.
Really? Okay.
In the church and all that, just the tambourine, just keeping the beat. We didn't have a band or musicians in one of the churches, and so it was that tambourine, and then it ends up that it's a major part of my performance now.
Okay.
And so and then being in love and married to Philip Hale, who is all jazz. I mean, he plays everything else, but he really is a jazz piano. No, not pianist. Keyboard player.
Keyboardist.
Yeah, he can play anything.
But yeah, he would be
But
considered
he likes
a pianist.
jazz.
A
Yeah,
pianist?
as well. But yeah, over just to
I think
hop
we have-
quickly.
Okay, listening. Okay, I think we have. Is that
That's
Phil's
Phil.
number?
Yep, that's Phil.
All right, come on, y'all. Let's have this conversation. Hey, Smoke Jones.
Can he hear? Can he talk?
Hey, Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Phil Harmonic in the building.
Say something, Phil, so we can hear you.
All right. It'll come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then in meeting him, that's where more of the jazz, because I wanted to be Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Change clothes.
Touch me in the
Yes.
All right. There we go.
And
hey, Phil.
Hey, Phil. We still can't hear him on this
Okay,
end.
well that's okay.
It'll come
see.
in
Yeah,
sooner or
yeah.
later. But yeah, and that's when I started listening. Matter of fact, it's kind of funny because I'll put on some music, some jazz now, and he looks at me like, "You listening to that on your own?"
Yeah.
Well, after almost 40 years of being together, some things
Yeah, you
kind of
turned it up.
rubs off,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And it has rubbed off on
It's
you too.
rubbed off. It's rubbed off. And so, and then being able to watch people like you perform the jazz when you went more into jazz in the past 3-4 years,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really stepped
I
into
tapped
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just watching all the greats around here performing, yeah, I'm comfortable with jazz. I'm very comfortable with jazz.
And it fits you. So you during the COVID, how did I think we've had this discussion, but for our new viewers and listeners, how did you manage this COVID go around?
Well,
this go
yeah. You know what? I thank God that I was in a house stuck with people that I like
Yes.
and I love.
Yes.
Or I love and I like.
Yes, that helps.
Because you can love somebody but do not want to hang out with them 24/7. And Phil, being who he is, that always wants to play, Philip still to this day practices.
Okay, so how are we looking now? We good? All right. Hey, Phil.
I don't know why we can't hear him.
That's okay.
Yeah, so anyway.
Phil, are you there?
As he was downstairs while you try to get him, I'll keep on with the story.
Yeah. Okay.
So, so he would go down. He'd go down in the basement and just practice and play with records and everything else. But that can get old after a while for a musician that's always playing and interacting with other musicians and vocalists and such. And so that one day,
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
there we go.
Hey.
Hey, honey, I'm
But
telling the story.
I'm echoing.
Good. I just want to say we have great engineers, so that's why I know
Let
that
them
they're
handle
like they making it happen. They was like, Sky, don't worry. It's like the band, like improv, where you could just lean and the guys they take good care of us.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, and Sheila was telling us.
So I went downstairs. I had a poem that I had written 18 years ago, and it was all about how much I love him. And I wrote that, like I said, 18 years ago. And then I said, well, I have this poem. If we could do something with it, And then Maestro began to, and then I'm standing there and I'm starting to hear some things. And then there we ended up with a song. And then after that, 6 other songs came right after that. And so we are at the point now, we've gotten them mastered and stuff, and we're ready to put them out and go through that process. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I experienced, I was happy that I could come over because, a lot of, we couldn't go over to a lot of people wouldn't. It's like, no offense, but, I don't want anybody over. And can you leave it at the door and can you spray it when you're done?
Sure, yeah.
So I thank you. From the bottom of my heart from letting me even hang out. So Phil, we were talking about this amazing music that you and Aduni shared. What's your side of it?
I would love to talk about it, but my phone keeps echoing back to me when I say something. There we go. I think we're going. All right, there we go. Well, pretty much just like what she was saying, we were in the COVID zone last year and couldn't go out and play any music. I couldn't go out and play any live gigs. And we are now at home, and we're looking. I'm thinking this is probably like late April, early May.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, let's go down and make up something. It was a moment that defined the whole thing, So we did. We went down. We went down. I got everything plugged in.
Sheets and everything else.
She had some poems and like that she'd been working out in the front. Well, not the first night when we did "I Love You So Much,"
is the first song we did. But thereafter, she'd go down. She'd be working on some poetry and like that, and then we'd go down and record.
Mm-hmm.
Just go through a process, come up with a beat for stuff, and mold it, put it together, and I love all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of fun with that. So
Yes.
I was happy doing it. I could put in all the parts, any parts that I'm able to play, right? But
Yes.
I'm self-producing, but in an instrumental zone. When I play, I'm not against producers doing whatever they do. Okay, there's a world of producers out there,
Mm-hmm.
guys that are making up music every kind of way that they come up with. Well, my way, really, I'm about how you can play stuff live,
Yes.
or,
Yes.
or at least even record live. Well, I can't always get to record drums live, so I have to help on the rhythmic end. In some cases, Aduni, she kicked in her own percussion. So that's what we did. We just sat around and went through a whole recording process and came up with stuff that we thought was pretty cool out of what I call our sound,
Yes.
what I would call my sound. And
Yeah, and that, honey, if I can interject right here, our sound is urban progressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's,
And
Yes,
that's
it
what I
is.
call it. There's a lot of genres of music. There's jazz, there's blues, there's funk, there's country and western. There's all these different things, But for me, I'm a urban progressive musician. I live in a city. There's a lot of different rhythms going on,
Yes.
including world stuff. It's the Rasta influence thing. You got the reggae happening here. You got the Afrobeat thing happening over there, and you got. I like a lot of these other things. I like the jazz. I like it swinging. Hell, I like a bossa. I like funk. So if I'm writing stuff, on the whole, I'm writing it for what grooves come to me. Just what the spirit gives me to play for whatever particular thing is, and I'm free and open with it. I got stuff that's world music. New age.
Yeah.
That doesn't have any apparent rhythm necessarily. It might run free form because I like that too. So I got some spatial stuff. I got some really funky stuff. But when I call it urban progressive, it's going to have a hardcore beat behind it, and that lends me up with the city. But it has a jazz kind of thing, or you want to expand and evolve whatever you're trying to make. You're bringing some progressive notes to what's going on. So
Yeah.
I don't be trapped on the inside or trapped on the outside. I like them both.
Yeah. And it's so great that you're here because one thing that we all enjoy is the improv. So, we chose the artist Ornette Coleman to kind of intertwine in what we have been discussing.
Yeah.
What part of Ornette Coleman's persona did you capulate into your own work?
I would say that I listened to Ornette through his initial period. First album he had a piano player.
Okay.
That's actually I'm a keyboard player, but that's actually the one I don't listen to that much. But the whole thing is still there, because Ornette. It's typically you got Ornette, Don Cherry, and
Yeah.
Charlie Hayton,
Cherry.
and maybe Billy. Name tight. I'm getting name tight. But you'll have horn, bass, and drum.
Okay.
Horn, bass, and drum, and that sound. I'm telling you, that's a sound that went into the '60s. So you hear that happen with Train. Later on, you hear it happen with Miles. Even when he had Herbie in the band, a lot of times you got those songs like in the songs off of Mouth Smiles and Nefertiti
Okay.
and Sorcerer, where the piano just completely drops out, and you just got the soloist, bass, and drum. I think a lot of that is Ornette Coleman influenced music.
Excellent.
It's like you get to fly with that bass and drum, and it's nothing more beautiful then beautiful swing, somebody swinging their ass off, and everybody's just flying like that. It's a beautiful thing.
Excellent. Yes,
It's been very
is.
influential for me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind everybody you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour with yours truly, Sky Covington. Today we have the beautiful Aduni, also known as Sheila Hale, also the founder of Hug Detroit Day, or the co-founder of Hug Detroit Day, the founder of and CEO of City of Arts, and the founder. Both you guys are founder of a City of Arts.
Yeah, that's our baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did. They did a wonderful event. The jazz. Excuse me. The music symposium.
It was a music symposium.
Yes.
Yes, and that was simply amazing.
It was amazing.
Having all the
Absolutely.
different musicians in the city of Detroit plus, and coming together and having a conversation. It was panels daytime about the business of it, and then the music
So
and their
informative.
life and stuff. It was great.
It was great, and so we are all we all have been connected for a long time now, and we for the past 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you may see the 9th annual, actually we did the number. We did the numbers. It was 8 years, so we're gonna you're gonna see 9th year this year, and you're gonna see 9th
next
year
year.
next year. So a lot of the stuff, which is good, a lot of the stuff we can use for the same thing.
Exactly.
But we are having the Hug Detroit Day, and the Hug Detroit Day is going to have jazz. It's going to have alternative improv. It's going to have
Poetry.
yes.
It's going to have dancing,
Yes.
book bags, and
Yes, book bags.
children games, and all over. And
all over the city.
we're all over the city. We
all
did
over
it.
the city.
We did it.
Yes, we did. And Sheila and I remember Sheila and I sitting and talking about just how what was going to happen at some point, and then we did. We were still trying to get it to be recognized.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't even thinking about a citywide thing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted it recognized in the city council in 2013. The city council recognized it as a citywide.
Brenda Jones signed
Yes,
it.
Brenda Jones, President Brenda Jones. Thank you. We love
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
The late Isaac Robinson was our ambassador. He was our team player. He brought so much love to what was going on, and we put on some great shows. Sheila and Phil will be performing when on Sunday, right?
On Sunday at 7:00. Now, so my location is at Vanguard Community Development Center,
At the
which
Black-
is the
Black
Black
Bottom
Bottom Park. Is right
Mhm.
behind their facility. So we're partnering with them, and then Sky is going to be.
Yeah, I'm we and let me just make it a little. We are partnering with over 14 groups, community activists, nonprofits, and community people all over the Metro Detroit. We're even going to have one of our partners is Chosen Seed for all of you Hebrews out there. That it'll be a little something for you as well. Wear your fringes and go hang out over on at Pete Park. So I'm going to be at Woodbridge, but I'm going to kind of hop around. And I'm going to be performing at what time? At 5?
At 5. Oh,
Yeah.
Right. And then the evening glow from
evening
9
glow,
until 12. And then we have Erica, who's going to come on a little later.
Yes, our
and
ambassador.
She's at Arts and Scraps.
Arts and Scraps.
Mhm.
We have Amazing Kinks doing a backpack giveaway over on the west side.
Then Brian Piccolo.
Brian, yes, on the east side. We have yoga coming in. And getting back to the music, Phil. And Phil calls his music, what is it called?
Urban Progressive.
Urban progressive. So they're
urban progressive. I play jazz, but I'm not a jazz player. I play blues. I'm not a blues player.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really fall in anybody's particular category because I like all of them.
Yeah.
and I try to bring a little bit of one to the other one. And I think the people that really know that music
Hey,
know
pretty
that
lady.
about me, but they put up with me anyway.
Mhm. Yeah.
Somehow. But
Yes.
it's only because I do appreciate and understand what the different genres are.
Mhm.
I don't try to do any overdo any particular genre, but I'm led to play what comes to me in regards to it. So I do try to hang out with a progressive jazz set around town and progressive blues set. I mean, when I say progressive, I mean hardcore blues set. These blues guys are off the hook in
Yeah.
what they play, and
Yeah.
so I've been taught by some
Great.
of the best people that's been around town. Larry Smith. I've considered him a mentor for jazz for
I
a
love that.
very, very long time, and a guy like him that brings that Sonny Stitt and Charlie Parker attitude
Yeah.
to Detroit's scene. And I would go up there and play with him, and he wouldn't care what I knew. He's like, you get out here and you survive. So turns out all the best people
And
do
he
that.
take it out on us.
Jazz,
He said the
the
same thing to
jazz
us.
guys,
He was
blues
like, "What are
guys,
you
they all
crying
do it.
for?" Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We're going to call.
I get
Oh,
you.
now I know.
You
Now
can
I
play
know.
if you can play, and if you can't play, you can't play.
Right. Yeah, so we have a plethora of events and energy going on. Our ambassador of Hug Detroit Day, Erica Owens, and I just want to say why we chose Erica for the second year. The first year, Isaac, to me, she amplified, or what's the word? Exemplified. Thank you. Exemplified what Isaac was bringing. A warmth, organization. When I met her, she had a bundle of things to offer. She just had a loving and a kind spirit.
Yeah.
And one of my dearest friends' daughter, who's a nurse, just I think posted something on Facebook, and she just my best friend, her, they are take care of people, and the fact that Erica had just kind of jumped in and made and took that time out of her day, that those little things you watch people, and I was like, okay, she's going to take Isaac's stead, but I thought it would be unjust to give her a half of year of that. So this is her second year, and I'm telling you, she is just, I was thinking, I'm thinking that, hey, if we have the people that we have each year, then we are just very blessed. We have 14 of some of the finest community people, community persons, community neighbors, great people that really care about the city. Erica has a fan base of her own. You're gonna be signing autographs real soon.
No.
And then you have Sheila, the just our queen, and then you have me, and I tell you, I'm just I'm nothing. I'm nothing compared to what my sisters have brought to Hug Detroit Day. In fact, I don't even have to say anything. Do I? I don't have to say nothing. I'm like, just look at the stats, okay? Just look at what we bring in here.
Well, you can't really say nothing
Well,
no.
because we're here in these chairs because of you.
You brought us all together.
As far as Hug Detroit and who you are and the music and so on and so
And you
forth.
saw something in all of us. So.
Well, you already all have that, and then we have like Phil. Phil has been in from day one.
Mm-hmm.
He's brought the music, and he's brought the energy, and people follow. All the great musicians follow Phil. So we've had Ornette Davis. We've had Eric Goebel.
Yeah.
Goebel,
Yeah.
who else?
Yeah.
Light Show Bob does
Oh, yeah, and shout out to Light Show
Oh, my
Bob
goodness.
because
Yeah.
You know, he takes care of the community with his portable stage.
Yes.
Yep.
And he loves to just erect this whole light
It's a
show.
whole experience.
Yeah. You know, this
Absolutely.
year though, I told him I have some young people that's going to be there when he gets there so that they can help because you know he's not a little young spiffy anymore, you know,
Yes.
so we get some help. And as a matter of fact, all the areas need some volunteers. If you guys want to
Yeah.
check it out, go to Hug Detroit Day.
Yes,
.com.
hugdetroitday.com.
Erica, you're going to be over where
I'm
the
gonna be
children
at,
a lot
yeah,
of
I'm gonna be at 94
arts.
in Harper from noon to 4.
Okay.
So
Arts
the
and
location
Scraps.
is Arts and Scraps. So it's a, you know, in the 90s they opened that nonprofit and they recycle and reuse and reconnect people with goods that would normally be thrown out and make STEM kits for kids and just expose people to all kinds of arts and just, you know, bring the creativity out. And it's a great release right now. We all know that, to
Yes.
Yeah.
make things and create things. So yeah, we'll have free 250. The first 250 kids get free backpack and
Yay.
school supplies. So
Yeah.
we raise enough for that.
Nice.
Then we'll have vendors. DJ Rue is spinning, and then we'll also have STEM kits for kids. And
Now,
then
what are STEM kids? Excuse me.
oh,
What is
sorry, science, technology, engineering, and math.
it? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like trying to
Yeah.
get it all in.
No, that's
Yeah,
good. No,
'cause I had to
we wanna
look that
know.
up
I'm like,
myself.
I'm sorry.
It sounds so scientific. I'm like, are they taking blood?
Well, basically, it's combining all of those things
Okay.
into a project. Like maybe you're trying to make a tower. Well, you have to engineer that. And what do you
Yes.
need? Do you need glue? It might be too heavy on the top. I mean,
Yeah.
all of that is exposure to all of those things
Okay.
with reusable goods and art, and you know, there's music playing the whole time. And then we also all of the backpacks we got were black on purpose. So the next station is decorate your backpack. So we'll have all these goods that you can make it your own, make a zipper pull or put pom-poms on there or pins.
Oh,
and
look at
I
you.
know.
Oh,
it's
my
gonna be really
goodness.
fun. I'm super
Nice.
excited.
So what we may have to do is send some. Hey, the kids may have to go over and just kind of go hop
That's
around
true.
and get a
Yeah.
little bit of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
it's a whole
because
day of fun
You
at
have
all of those
so
locations.
many fun things to do, and then Vanguard has so many
Yeah,
fun
and
things
Vanguard is which is Black Bottom,
Black Bottom Park, and
Park.
we'll get used to saying
They
that.
are
Yep.
they're focusing on picnic and families coming
Okay,
out and
okay.
picnic. You know, bring your
Yep.
blanket and
Nice.
all of that stuff with
Nice.
then we'll have the Cajun food truck.
Oh,
Oh my goodness! I had
I
to
might
with
come
one. You know. Anyway, some things happened with two of her people ended up with COVID, and now she has to, you know, sanitize the whole truck and
truck,
everything.
okay.
So I just appreciated her being upfront with
And being
that and
honest.
protecting,
'Cause she
the
cares.
community.
Yeah.
And we just had some really, really good things all over. Brian Piccolo Brian was started off with just 2-3 hours, and then he saw everybody
Yeah.
going
He
a
was
little
black
longer.
party.
Yeah. So I just wanna make sure that
Yeah.
we got to get back to the jazz part. So
Yes,
you
we
already
do.
know. Go to
Yep.
hugdetroit.com.
Hug Detroit Day.
hugdetroitday.com.
Yeah.
Go, and we also are there are locations you can drop off backpacks. There is a Nandi's. You can go to Nandi's. You can go to Everett's, and you can also go to. There'll be one at Vanguard and one at Tangent, because we're going to make sure that those. But I want to get to know, because why did I invite Erica? Because this is the Preservation of Jazz Hour. So, Phil, we're going to take you first since you're on the phone. Erica, we're going to take you second, and Aduni. Okay, so what is your favorite jazz tune of all time, and why?
You know-
Phil?
Ain't no such thing for me. I'm sorry, I don't have a jazz tune.
Right.
I have
Okay, well,
too
just
many
give me one. Just
too
give
many
me
things
one.
many things that I love. I can tell you stuff that I like. I can tell you I'm a big Miles Davis jazz in the '60s fan. That's my number one band.
Okay.
I've got all the early Ornette Coleman recordings with Charlie Hayden
Okay. Charlie
playing
Hayden.
bass, and even after that, when he stretched out and went into more experimental things from that.
Okay.
Of course, everybody loves John Coltrane, like myself.
Everybody loves John
But no, I don't have a jazz recording that I could tell you. Okay.
Okay, well that was a good. That was good. It was honest. So
Okay.
Erica, what about you?
I'm gonna pull a Phil and say I don't have a favorite either.
Okay.
I will say though, like I'm a Coltrane, Miles Davis. Hammond B3 is my favorite instrument.
Hammond B3.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. So you like Gerard and all those.
Jimmy Smith and
Okay.
all of that. Like
All
even
right.
Phil when he pulls it, I'm like,
When he
okay,
pulls
okay.
it,
So,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
surprise.
You got my ear.
I
So,
know.
yeah, all of that. Big Etta James
So
fan.
you said the Hammond 3 is your
Hammond
favorite?
B3.
Hammond
Yeah.
B3. Okay.
Yeah, that sound is just fills my soul.
I didn't say Wayne Shorter, but I have to include him in there because
of
when I
course.
first got my ear turned click, where I could actually hear what that kind of jazz was doing, it was Wayne Shorter who clicked that ear and pulled me over to the other side and allowed me to hear stuff like Ornette Coleman and more of the avant-garde kind of players. So big shout out to Wayne Shorter, who will be here this year for the jazz festival
Yes.
in September.
Yes, and the jazz festival. I did get the news that it will be going virtual this year. So, you
Oh
know,
my goodness.
yeah.
Oh, that changed.
Yeah, a lot is going to change. So, Sheila, so give us.
Oh
Really?
man. Well, definitely Miles Davis.
Okay. And
Miles,
why definitely Miles Davis?
Oh my goodness. Miles has this one where he's playing in where's he playing at, honey?
Oh, which one are we talking about? Because
the
I got a
one
lot
I
of them.
love, the one I love in Paris.
Oh.
Oh my God! I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
fell
it's like
in
that's
love
the
with
89.
him.
That's like an 89 live hit. I know
Yeah,
she
yeah,
loves
oh my
that.
goodness! And he's talking, telling us, "Oh my God," and
I like
I fell
storytelling
in
and
love
music.
again.
Yeah, me too.
Now I love Patty Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love Patty Austin and how high is the moon?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my goodness! So when I can scat like that, I'm grown.
Oh, ooh.
I'm gonna be
Let
grown
me tell you.
when I can scat like
and
that.
you know what? Because and I learned this, and Phil and Milton used to be on my head about scat because I used to feel so uncomfortable about it because I wanted to learn so much, but I didn't relax. And you know what scat is? Now that I'm really learning about scat, it's just a funny way. It's like kind of making fun of the instruments.
Yeah, yeah.
And now that I look at it that way, it's easier to learn. Cause you remember how I used to be like, I didn't do good. He was like, you was good. I was like, I didn't do good. No, and that's
Well, vocal is the first instrument anyway. So
yeah.
not making fun of it when you get inside there and you can make those notes. But if you can make those notes, it means that you understand melody a certain way that a lot of folks just generally singing the outside of melody. When you can scat, you're like a soloist using your voice
Yeah.
and not being a victim of the words.
Well,
Yeah.
but when I say making fun is because you make all of these funny noises, and you have to be like you have to let your body morph into an instrument because if you're trying to be pretty, you're not gonna scat well, but because there is a humor in the sound of it, it's a kind of a humor in it, and I find when you can just morph yourself into the actual trombone.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
That whole thing. So
Right.
look, we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom of the hour, and so is there anything that you want to share, Erica, before we go?
Oh, just thanks for having me. I'm just
Always.
just such an honor to be an ambassador for an organization that does so much good in the city. So, yeah, Frugal on the Fly is just proud to be part of anything you're doing and can help in any way. So.
Yes, Frugal on the Fly, everybody. Frugal on the Fly is one of our favorite. We love you.
Thank you.
And I
Absolutely.
did send a text because I've been a little distant, and we're gonna have our Jameson sit down talk and girlfriend time, but we've been like scratching.
We're all busy. Like
we don't have fun in the summer. We
don't.
have fun, but it's really business for us.
Yeah.
And then in mid-September, Jazz Fest until like Halloween, we can like relax and have some Jameson and talk stuff and eat cheesecake and all
get
that.
ready for the coat.
And then get ready for the
I know.
coat.
It's one thing after the other.
So Sheila, the co-founder of Hug Detroit Day, the CEO and founder of LEAP, and City of Arts. What do you have to share?
And Everett's
And
Natural
Everett's
Beauty
Nat-
School.
Yes.
You're a
Which
busy
is
woman.
that's grown. My family has just basically taken that over, and I'm now able to do full-time event planning. I love
yes.
that.
You're good at it.
So what was the question?
Well, the question is, we have to go and look to the people and say we love you, we appreciate you. HugDetroitDay.com. Good night. Thank you, Phil.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, whoa, hey.
Yeah.
I need to do some shout outs. No. Time is gone.
Well, come on, give us a shout out.
Shout out to Ornette, who I've been playing with since 1999. Party not over began. Also to the Mighty Fun House, who I play with as a normal band. I'll be playing this coming weekend. Friday night, I'm over with Ralph Armstrong and perhaps Gaylen McKinney over at Baker's. Friday night and Saturday night, I'm playing with R.J. Spangler and John Paxton in the Paxton Spangler Septet. We're doing South African music over at the Motor City Wine. So that'll be Saturday night.
All right.
All right,
We
there
love
we
you.
go.
Thank you for
And
coming.
always a shout out to you, Sky.
Thank you, Phil. Look, I thank you. It's always a pleasure to be a part of jazz history here on the Preservation of Jazz Hour. I'm so elated, and I will see you Sunday all over Metro Detroit. Good night.
Good night.
Yay. Dum, 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 dum. And I know the show is over.